Greetings, YouTube. The Doctor is in. Dr. Urias Papers here, coming at you with another commentary on Dungeons and Dragons. And welcome to the channel that takes power gaming to the next level. Today on the Doctor Spell Prognosis, we are talking about the spell Scatter. We are giving this an A+, and we're going to talk about it. But first, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a question or comment. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I've got another video out. All right. Scatter is a 6th level spell that is usable by sorcerers, warlocks, wizards. Coming to us from Xanthar's Guide to Everything. It is the big brother to Vortex Warp, even though Vortex Warp came out in Strixhaven. So you could possibly say that Scatter is the... Vortex Warp is the little brother of Scatter, because Scatter came first. Takes one action, has a range of 30 feet. That's the only kind of drawback to this spell, is it has a range of 30 feet. A component of verbal only, which is awesome. It is a conjuration spell. The air quivers around up to 5 creatures of your choice that you can see within range. An unwilling creature, which means you can use this on willing creatures and they don't have to make a saving throw. An unwilling creature must succeed on a wisdom saving throw to resist this spell. That's an awesome save. I'll take wisdom all day long. Especially if you're like an 11th level sorcerer, 11th level wizard. You should be on a DC of roughly 18 or 19 by this point. So most creatures can't make that saving throw. If they fail, you teleport each affected target to an unoccupied space that you can see within 120 feet. That space must be on the ground or on a floor. So you can't teleport them over a volcano. You can't teleport them off a cliff. You can't teleport them over water. It's got to be on a solid surface. That's what I interpret as ground. But maneuvering stuff around the battlefield is super powerful. And when combined with some good movement, forced movement by other folks in your party, that's where this spell gets an A+. It's wisdom saving throw. It's usable by 3 pretty good classes, one of which can use a particular combo that we're going to talk about. And you can use it on willing targets if they're grappled or grabbed or restrained in any way. You can teleport them away. You got to be within 30 feet, unfortunately, but you can teleport them away. That is super awesome. Now, this big difference between this and Vortex Warp. Vortex Warp is a Constitution saving throw, and it's only 1 creature, and it is 2nd level, but it has a range of 90 feet. So we gave this spell an A-. We're giving this spell an A+, because it's 5 targets, and it's a wisdom saving throw. I'd be giving it an S if it wasn't this right here, but it's also a verbal component. Now, what are we talking about with the Warlock class? Well, the Warlock gets Eldrich Blast, and you can get the Repelling Blast, which is when you hit a creature, you can push it up to 10 feet away. And if you're a decent enough level Warlock, you can get up to, well, at 11th level, you're going to be getting 3 Eldritch Blasts, which means whoever's casting the Scatter spell can teleport something to a solid square, a ground, that is adjacent to something very deadly, like a cliff, like a river of lava, like the caldera of a volcano, like a pool of acid, like next to any of the area of effect spells that you would like to push them into. You could probably teleport in there. As long as you can see it. We were doing a game where the cleric cast a Dawn spell, and Dawn does damage when you enter it and if you end your turn. And the Warlock was using Repelling Blast ad nauseum to push things into it. You could teleport things into this because you can see inside the Dawn. And when they enter it, they take damage. So this works great with those kinds of spells as long as you can see. But even if you can't, as long as you get them adjacent to it, then the Warlock or any character who has a push ability can get them in. But the Warlock has, I think, the best push ability because of Repelling Blast. I bring this up. This is from Guildmaster's Guide to Renica. This allows you to cast 2 cantrips around, which means if you got these on, you can cast Eldrich Blast twice. Whenever you cast a cantrip, you can use a bonus action on the same turn to cast that cantrip a second time. So an 11th level Warlock is going to be casting Repelling Blast 6 times. Fighters get the push attack, which they can push something that is larger or smaller 15 feet away. Repelling Blast has no limits on what size creature it can push. And then, of course, there's the Crusher feat, which allows you once per turn when you hit a creature, you can move it 5 feet. And then there is the push action as well. You can push something 5 feet with the push action. So all in all, lots of use for this spell. This spell is very strategic, very tactical on the battlefield. You should be thinking about using this spell, and you should be thinking about ways of using it in combination with your other party members. Teleporting things into black tentacles, teleporting things next to cloud kills, teleporting things into spike growth or entangles or Nather's mischief, any of that stuff. It's just all awesome and great. And you can do 5 creatures at the same time. So you could teleport a couple of allies and you could teleport a couple of enemies. All right, that's what I got for everybody today. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I will catch everybody later.